Hey, how's everybody doing? Dave Moore with OnlineMarketingSociety.com. I fell in love with a new tool last night. I don't know it really well, but I actually did redesign my entire site in 3 or 4 hours. I think Photoshop probably took me longer than the tool itself. It's for cascading style sheets, CSS. I'm sure everybody's heard of CSS. I highly recommend you either learn it so you know how to do it or get this tool. I am not a CSS programmer or I don't know it that well. I generally or basically understand it, but for me to sit down and scratch it out by hand, forget it. It's never going to happen. Well, it might. No, probably not. Still don't do HTML that way either. So I went looking for a graphical editor, and I downloaded about 6 or 7 of them, and I really didn't, I don't know, they just didn't do much for me. And then I ran into this thing. This is amazing. It's put out by Skybound. The site name or the website URL is Skybound, SKYBOUND.ca. There's a free version. We're looking at the 14-day trial that's a full version for the Mac Daddy that's got everything in it, and it literally does everything. It's like Firebug on steroids times 10. It's ridiculous. So you can be a complete idiot like myself when it comes to CSS and pick this tool up, and literally, I mean, it's mind-boggling. I really don't even know what to say. There's no affiliate program. I'm not making any money. I'm not pitching you on anything. I'm just telling you that if you love or have a love-hate relationship with CSS like I do, this will solve your problems. I can almost guarantee it. So it works just like a browser. You'd open it up, it's a downloadable program. It's not very big. You download it, you install it, and then you can type in your website. So we'll do that right here. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview. I'm not going to get into crazy details because I don't know the software that well, but I some of the things I've used it's amazing. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I got my little hat on that says you got to go get this. Okay, so here we are. This box pops up a lot and tells you all the nasty errors that it has. I'm assuming it's because so much stuff is commented out. But just hit continue if this happens to you. And over here you have your site. Well, my site in this case with a new redesigned site. It didn't look like this last night. And over here is your editor. I mean, how much better could it get? This is a thesis theme. You guys all know, if you've heard any of my videos in the past, that I love thesis as much as I love my new Skybound CSS graphical editor. Most everything is changed in the custom CSS. So this is the custom CSS that is currently uploaded, and it's everything you're looking at here. I mean, you can look at anything. There's like all my video stuff and index.php and style.css, layout.css. If anybody's used Firebug, it's got the bullseye. In this case, you hit the space bar, and you can wander around and look at any piece of this you want. And I just actually found this. I knew it was there, but I didn't realize it was on this version. I thought I actually had the free version. So you can pick out anything you want and select it. So like this, and this is what we're looking at now. It's this pound container, and then any of the plus marks you can open up and look at more stuff to see what's in it. Some of the cool things, if you click on something like this, and then you come over here, down here in this lower corner, it tells you what are the possibilities, what can I use there. So, I mean, it just does, it's really cool like that. Let's go over here, so we'll play with this here a little bit. Open up. Here we go. Let's play with this. This is should be right along here, and it's the background color. Well, let's change that. We can change it, and it changes on the fly. You can make it any color you choose, and it literally, I mean, it changes right now. And you can build your whole site like this. So if you come over here and there's nothing here, it's no big deal. Or you've got something that you want to edit, change, make different, better. Most people tell you to go out and build a test platform, and I would still suggest that if you're going to go out and do PHP. or change any function language like that. But for this, I mean, literally, you can change it on the fly. Here's probably a body background color. So we could literally go in here and we could change the URL and make it anything we wanted, and it would change over here. So, I mean, that's the gist of how things work. It's also got, this is a really cool feature. This in itself, I mean, a good one, a ruler like this one, which you won't find one like this one that you can use on your desktop. I have a free one, but it's not as good as this one. This one here actually reads it for you, so you don't have to sit up there and eyeball it and try to figure out what it really is. These alone are, I mean, without the digital thing, and you wouldn't be able to go one way or the other. You could only go one way. These alone are, you know, $20, $30 to get, you know, one that's halfway decent. Here it is. It's literally, it's got it here. Everything I can think of. I mean, it's crazy, the stuff that's in here. For grins here. Footer. Here's the text color. Here's the border top color. Here's the background color. You can make it what you want. You can go on the fly, create anything you want to do. Border top, just because I'm feeling crazy. I mean, you can change it to, I mean, literally anything you want to change it to. Some greens in there. So here's the cool part. You got your site all designed. It's ready to go. You're like, yep, that's exactly the way I want it. And don't, at this point, anything that you've changed is no big deal. It's just, it's stored locally. It's on your temp file. Doesn't mean a thing. But here's the cool part. You can completely redesign your site, get it just the way you want. Nobody knows what's going on except you. Then you can go up here and hit save, and you can save it. Now, there's two places you can save it. You can either save it on your hard drive and then upload it, or this one here, which I was a little reluctant to try last night, but apparently it would work just fine because I uploaded the code by hand and it did just fine. You can put in all your FTP information and connect and save it that way, and it's done. I mean, it's out of your hair. You don't have to worry about it. Now, the only thing there would be is if you uploaded images, you'd have to go over to your FTP file transfer protocol program, whatever that be, whether it be the one that goes inside Firefox or FileZilla, whatever your FTP program is, you would have to go upload your images for them to take effect. But all the code, all the CSS code would be there. So that's what I found last night. There was, I mean, I'll get into some tutorials about how everything works as I learn the software. I fumbled around a lot last night, but I mean, I was able to completely redesign a site, although mine's very basic, in a very short amount of time, and find all the little nuances of things that I'm like, I want to do this, but I don't know how to do it. And, you know, just a few clicks, arbitrary clicks, and then you can change things. If you don't like it, you can go back and change it back. I learned a lot about CSS last night. I'm still, obviously, would never sit down with a text editor and try to write CSS, but I don't need to anymore. I have this. So the free version is always, I mean, once it's limited. I don't know what the free version will do. I had thought that this was the free version, but I just found out that this is the ultimate, the big daddy that does it all. But even that, it doesn't say Adobe on it, so it's not $500. $79. I mean, dirt cheap for what it does. I have not found anything wrong with it yet, but I haven't put a lot of time into it yet. So there it is. I'll leave you the URL and everything. And once again, Dave Moore with OnlineMarketingSociety.com, and I surely hope that I solved your CSS woes, and you go out and you turn into a CSS pro, and nobody will ever know the difference.